You have your, I guess, minus armor dragon. You go with the green dragon, and then you have snot rocket, so you have a ton of minus armor with this lineup.
Yeah.
And that's going to amplify the zombies from the tombstone, and it's going to amplify the ward damage and the razor damage as well.
That's true.
They're trying to get the bristle. I was kind of expecting the edge to move, but it's the tusk who is moving here. So this is not an easy kill on the bristle, you know. And Doom is going to pay the price here.
Yep, as Tim's on John Noel, assisting Jack for that kill down bottom. First blood goes to the zombies of John Noel.
Like I said, you cannot outlane the DK, but you can out-rotate the DK as Queen of Pain. He's going to pick up the first rune. This is very crucial. Haste rune. He has to impact the side lanes as soon as possible. He's going to TP bot. Going to try and kill...
Tower down bottom. Sonic Wave. They're looking for John Well. Tower goes down. John trying to TP away, and he's not going to make it out alive.
That is not what he wanted, though. Only a support kill with that rotation.
Oh, okay.
A side one. I think you have to really get it because it has a huge impact in the game. Hurting your support's level 6 timings at 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I think the 14-minute one you could argue is not as important anymore.
Yeah. Tag team level 2 here. That'll be enough for the kill. Actually, that's a really good point, right? Because you talked about how Castawake, they're rotating these supports a lot. As a result, you're naturally going to be in XP range for far less. And so now, as they lose on both Wisdom Shrines, it makes these kinds of defenses a little bit harder. As John Well, he drops that Tombstone here in the mid lane. It's a level 2 Tombstone, easy to be killed off for that one. As look at Castawake, they bring the numbers. Tombstone's finished off as the Shaman, he is next to go down. Armel in this Elder Dragon form. Chris Shag Scepter, which I can doubt it.
He's also the only TI player in the team.
That is also true. He's carrying a lot of burdens here on the shoulders of the Tusk. Bob, he eats that stun here in the mid lane. Not a lot of follow-up, and all of a sudden from the river, Christian, DJ trapping this Armel, DK, FBZ even rotating in. It's 4 heroes who surround and take down the drag, the push they needed for the tower. It's this Vanguard into Blade Mail, so they do have like a nice frontliner for the DK
item
pick his moment.
Of the qualifier, at least for the SEA. Blade Mail is like everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it just might be. Oh, but this is not exactly the target you want to
Yeah, this is a good block
on, is it?
Wow, he's going to be TP. Okay.
Wow. Good effort. Good effort.
I was going to say like a pretty ambitious TP, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They are going to have huge impact in the coming few minutes, you know, in the fights.
100%. I also think what's been pretty nice for Doom is they have been able to get some good levels on their supports. Careful here, Krish. Snowball's going to bail him out of this one. Tim's otherwise threatening for those shackles, so instead it's going to have to be Firefighter DJ to get his ant out of trouble. Wait, Krish does not have one queued up just for discussion's sake. We should point out he's going for that Lincoln's first, and then he's got the Crystallis Daedorus in the quick buy. We'll see if things change here as Boom, they look for revenge on the kill of their Undying. Snowball save off the Blink Dagger. They did get a Hex on the Bob. Bob, who does not have any spells really to use here, but he still gets the kill on the Tims. A big team fight. I think one bigger than Boom we're bargaining for is kicking off as Krish just barely gets off that time lapse, but they've lost FBZ, and Castaway, the original target here, is going to go down to boot. Bob, he ends up getting just killed off. Just the physical damage, the Blade Mail return is really what put him under.
Right, and there's a lot of easy ways to break, right, with the Undying. Undying doesn't have soul yet, but Crystal Bat with the Snot.
Pretty good one, though. They can get on top of Tims. They're trying to TP away. This is the perfect time to take a fight. Tims will TP away, as will Jab, so it's just a kill onto the Undying.
That is absolutely best case scenario that they only lost the Undying.
They should know this is coming. Khaki. Back away now as FBZ once again in the smoke. FBZ with a Blink Dagger this time, Winter. This could be a difference maker. DJ opens up the fight with a Walrus Punch. Blade Mail immediately comes out. And with the Lotus, this is a Bristle wall. Oh, snowballing on in. Bob briefly gets stunned by that. Trying to get off the Sonic Wave. That is going to be interrupted. How will they interrupt in round 2 now? FBZ, he's actually going to get hexed. Does get off the Doom just barely, and the Snowball save is there. Is he going to be able to live? Armel, Walrus Punch, mid-TP. He's doomed up, trying to run away, but down he goes. They're all dying as Bob and Krish able to do the damage. Jackie respawns, and now with DJ dead, he's not going to be able to be killed here. They don't have quite the physical damage. They don't have a scan, and with the tag team, the Roche actually goes down pretty fast. He's not going to roar either because Boom got the last one, so down goes Roshan. Now they know that they've lost out on that objective. Trying to focus on the Rags, but FBZ, the Doom brings in. He's actually caught Armel. Jackie gets off a pretty good static link as Krish joining into the fight now. He's looking for a quick kill on a Tims. Jabs pushed back by the Sonic Wave, and he gets the kill there onto Tims. Jabs, he's trapped here as well by these ice shards with the shards. John Well was trying to get in there with the save, but he's far too late. So it's Krish who ends up carrying this team to 3 kills in the fight, but it's a pretty costly engagement. It's a pretty costly decision to go for Roche Winter. They nearly lost the full lane of barracks. Oh, DK's gonna have TP here in a moment, so he'll be back. There's his TPing already, but that's a tier 3 tower down, and with the Testo, it's pretty fast. DJ blinks in, looking for an opportunistic punch. Won't find one, and all of a sudden, oh, he avoids the Dragon Tail Stone with a quick snowball. Krish doing a lot of damage here already, but DJ's in pretty deep. He's got a Walrus kick. Armel out of position here, but it's gonna be Tims who's holding down Krish for a moment, but not long enough for Jackie to be able to pump in the damage. Sonic Wave, good for the kill there onto Tims as DJ has gone down. The Doom's gonna be onto Armel. Tombstone on the high ground is forcing back this side. Krish will lose the Aegis,
one life
though.
down.
Only one.
BKB.
He does have BKB. Buyback now out from Tims as they're hoping to try and catch anyone else here on the retreat. Krish pops the BKB now. Will he continue to fight? It looks like they want to consider it. Tims nearly dying back here as Bob blinks. Refresher shard. Good damage on the Sonic Wave. Enough even for the kill onto Jackie. And look at the back lines. Tims, he's about to die back, but the Hex, the control of the Krish, it's there. He did not have the time lapse he needed. Armel pumps in the damage. Another buyback. This time it's going to be from Jabs, but he's going to have no team to reinforce as everyone has been melted. They have to do something. They have to do something. This is going to be
Razor didn't
Megas.
spend his gold, Richie. He has 7k gold in the bank.
Saving for buyback, Winter. Saving for that emergency fund now. As from the high ground, they break the Lincolns. They're trying to get through that first life. The Walrus pick gets Armel out of danger, but they do get that Aegis on the first life through the Hex duration. Tims, he's going to die for that on the side, though, as Bob focuses him down. What do they have left for the second life? Armel is silenced, but they're going to be able to back off, actually. This Doom, he did catch him. Armel ends up maybe thanking DJ for the kick.
You know, if he ever does that, right? I think the Doom just needs to Doom the DK.
Wait, hold on. The kick Jabs out. The kick Jabs out of the base. John Wells there for the Tombstone save, though. But careful. Okay, they didn't kill him, so he's not stunned. Jabs gets a force staff forward.
That's not a very good target to go all in on. The Bristol is not very useful.
That's true. That's true. He's useful at tanking spells, though. You can say that for sure.
Yeah. You make him useful by focusing him. Oh no, they're gonna go on
True. DJ, another kick on out. He kicked himself, but Jackie, he's gonna chase after that Tusk. Jabs is still alive. This is not going the way they wanted. And Jackie, he's in there with the refresher, but he needs some support, and he has absolutely none. He's going to die. DJ's bought back instantly. FBZ nearly dies, I think, to the Vera Cloak as DJ in again. He's actually kicked Jabs in. DJ, he just loves kicking Jabs. I'm not sure why. Maybe revenge for getting kicked before. I'm not sure. But that's going to be a dieback on DJ. Jabs will go down. Armel's in. He's found the kill onto Bob. The stun is there in time. Buybacks all around as Bob is back into this game here. TPs to the outpost. Armel, does he dare blink up? Does he dare? He dares. He just walks up to the high ground. Sonic Wave is going to push him back. And I think now Boom will rethink this fight as they've also bought back on Jackie.
Not just Boom, Richie. They killed the tower and they back off. They wasted Doom. That's it, you know. And Boom does not want to sit back. They want to take advantage of the Doom being used.
Ench. Ooh, might catch an Ench.
Bambi. They're going to run into Bambi.
Wait, no way. No way that works. Jabs is going to pop out from the high ground. That's going to let another someone up there. Bob's like, yeah, I'll go check. He blinks up to the high ground as well. NBC, he gets hexed and he gets killed before he can refresh and get the Doom off. Snowball save is not going to be there. It's actually reflected now onto DJ. Ball back on FBZ. Armel suddenly, he's real deep in this fight because of that reflected snowball. FBZ, he's respawn. I think he did not get the Doom off. Actually, he canceled it. But Armel, he dies inside the shards. He's got there. The snowball save is good enough now. FBZ and the rest of Boom being forced back into their base as Armel's bought back. Tims is bought back. But it's John Noel who's in too deep. He's going to have to buy as well. They were the first to get 2 lanes of Rax Winter. Honestly, I didn't really see the game getting to this point here, but Bob, he had other plans. Sitting here, DJ, he finds a kick out, this time onto John Well, and they might just be able to force the buyback here. This time there is no ceaseless dirt.
But he has no tomb. I think that is actually pretty good. He does not have a save now. Yeah, so it means that his buyback costs around 5k gold.
Around 5k, yes sir. Jabs, he can stand out front again, but there's still another Doom ready for him. The silence connection back is done, and once again, DJ with the kick on out. The Doom, it's going to be reflected, but most importantly, it's onto Armel, and that's a lot of damage. Down he goes, he's dead for 2 minutes. Winter does not have the buyback jab. He's turning and trying to give as much goo as he can. That blade does a lot of work back onto Krish. They force at least the time left, but the snowball save, it's there. They save Castaway. Bob into the base, the Sonic Wave to try and finish off these supports. Tim turns into a chicken to try and ignore it, but look at Jackie left behind. He can't take the fight to Krish, and they are going one by one. Down go the barracks. They finally get the Megas. Another kick out. That's John Well in a lot of trouble as he tries to get this kill on a jabs. Throws himself into the bunker. The Walrus punch there to interrupt onto jabs. Jackie on his second life doing what he can as he jumps into that tombstone. FBZ's gonna go down. Bob blinks away. It's Megas, but can you actually win this fight? Krish doing his best as no. Oh, the OD neutral item trying to save the life here from Boom, but the sustain, the damage, everything, it's just too much. Even the Nature's attendance making the difference in that late game fight as it takes an hour here, Winter. But Castawake, they take game 1 over Boom Esports.
They just didn't have enough in the tank, and having Shaman and Undying support late game, they don't really do a lot of damage. They're really good at locking heroes down and team fight, but damage-wise, they don't do a lot. So Lasso and Dawnbreaker, and this is actually a really good last pick. They found a very good last pick to round up the draft. Despite having the Storm and Amber removed, I think this is it might even be better than the Storm and Amber in a way, because the lane is actually very solid against the Queen of Pain.
Winter, these supports, though, for Boom might be troublesome, right? Like this John Well, Chaos, like these are pretty strong supports in the lane.
And what did he get, by the way, on the facet? Oh, yeah, he got the Cloven Chaos.
He got the Cloven Chaos. Careful here for FBZ. Slow to a crawl. Oh, no.
Oh, he's stuck.
He did not get the Celestial Hammer downhill. DJ, he might take Flamebreak here to try and save him, but I think he's dead no matter what. So just looking for the deny. But Tim's in position to secure it.
He tried.
Armel underneath that tower, taking a sip. Castaway, they're hunting after this Queen of Pain. They want him. There's that Mud Golem. They throw in the rock. The blink on out does avoid the blood grenade, but here's DJ. Takes that point in Firefly. Armel is not going to live here. There's just too much damage. Tim's, he steals away the amplified damage rune. But Bob lets loose that Laguna Blade. Can he actually reach him here for the kill with the boots and the windlace? He's actually pretty fast. So he's going to burn some time out from Bob.
He doesn't have a point in stun, so how is he going to do this? And he has to be careful in this lane, if he doesn't have strength threats.
Krish is rotated through the gate. DJ and Castaway both now trying to make a play on a Jackby.
He's going to catch one of them, make a decision, catch one.
Ready with the boat. He's going to decide he wants some deer. So they will open up now. Bambi, unable to heal even through the level 2 Nature's attendance. Nice reaction. They get a +1. Yeah. Xmark's not going to be ready for a while now, so the TP away is not going to pan out. Jab or FBZ make it. Sorry.
Yeah, jabs.
Big death for him.
Making the moves here. Initially, I thought he should have gotten a bigger kill. He decided to Xmark the end because he wants the easier kill, but then they managed to get the Dawn in the end, so it was worth it.
I think he got caught there off of the Chaos Bolt. He's like throwing them at creeps, I think, and they're bouncing to heroes. DJ, he's gonna fall next. You can farm with Shadow Strike, I know, but don't you farm faster with Scream?
Heroes, Richie, not creep.
Well, okay. That's fair, but there's a lot of sustain. But look, they're trying bottom. Krish hit by the boat. Armel's in Sonic Wave. There's a kill.
There you go.
There's the first bit of farming. You were right. At left
the 10 Talon is crazy.
It's so good, guys. If you're not playing CK4, highly recommend.
It's not just the 10 Talon, even the 15, the stun reduction cooldown. But wait a minute.
Yeah, and the 20 is amazing too. Just check out FBZ. He's died even through the blade mail. Krish is going to rotate through for this one. Does catch himself a Noxious Plague, though.
It's Jackie.
Krish.
Oh, it's Krish?
Yeah, Krish. He's farming.
No, he's been TPing around. He just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of true. But he's been a little bit more mode farm now.
That's what? Jets again?
Yeah, that ward's paid off for 3 kills now, it looks like. Castaway's going to finally get rid of it. I think he can do it.
I feel like you live in his house or something. You know the man so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in his walls right now. What can I say? Here they go, though. Oh, no, another invade. Bob, he does find a nice two-man stun. They're going to try and at least burst through Tim's. They'll do so successfully.
Not worth.
Jackie, he's showing up now for the killer. I didn't know you can get up there. That's a little cheeky from DJ. And then a bike hits you. You're like, what? A motorbike, that is? DJ, Blink Dagger. Tim's, he's too fast. Tim's is way too fast. He phantasmed and dodged the lasso. FBZ commits the ult in there, but in trouble's Bob. Bob is trying to BKB away, and my friend, there is too much damage. Gonna take a deep breath at that one as the rest of his team, they'll fall around him.
This game is over. It's over.
Oh, Bob. Another BKB is ready. Tim's, I think he's seen his quarry. And Armel is here to close the gap. There's that 10 talent coming in handy, folks. FBZ's going to try and save him. In fact, they will get off the BKB. They will be able to turn this. DJ finds the lasso. They punish Armel. And Tim's is a nice dessert. Seconds, please, says Bob as he picks up the double kill. Mid lane, Castawake is just tanking these ults again. Dies to the noxious plague and right clicks with Jackie. I'll tell you what makes a big difference there, actually. I thought it was the pipe that FBZ had queued up earlier.
Sags.
Yeah. Come on. Wait, Chris? What do you... Huh? Like, he got surprised by the ward. Good warding there by Boom. Good warding there by Boom. He doesn't have shard yet, so there is a chance, right? There literally
he's getting one next. So once he gets that, I think the probability of him dying is going to go close to 0.
Yeah. We may just end the game with 0 deaths here. That's going to be a pickoff onto Armel, dragging him into the stuns. The boat is not going to be fast enough. A life stolen. What will the price be then? Jackie catches up to FBZ, morphs into the Dawnbreaker. Nice dodge there using the Starbreaker, trying to TP away, but dragged back by Tim's. A 1-for-1 exchange, but those are the only kinds of trades you can really take right now if you're Castawake. Smoke play here. It's going to have to be magic damage, and Bob doesn't have a lot of mana for this fight. Has the bottle sips, though, as they will blink in. They're going to drag back jabs. Can they finish him up through the Sonic Wave? Indeed, they can. Bob has used the BKB a little early here, though, as Castaway will be caught with the reality rift. Bob doing a lot of damage here to Tim's. Finds 2 crits there. That's not a half-bad fight now. Hold on, Castaway awake in this game. We've seen back Jackie here as well, thanks to at least the blade mail, but Jackie decides he can fight through it, and he's correct about that. A double kill for him.
And what do you do? You know?
Well, he's going to come high ground. So what will you do?
I think the only way they kill him is with the lasso. It's 20 seconds off cooldown.
Krish doing as much damage as he can. My goodness, Armel has a full shield as he's just on top of Bob. Away from forward, a nicely timed before staff, but Jackie's got one. Suddenly, he might be in a little too deep. FBZ's going to decide to buy back. DJ, 8 seconds on that lasso. Good control on the Jackie, but again, they just can't stop him. Jabs is back alive. Drops the boat into the tidal wave. It catches 4 heroes. Jabs, you absolute hero. And now Bob, he's going to go down. They're trying for the kill onto Armel, but he simply blinks away. An FBZ, an effort was made here. Looks like it's going to be a dieback for him. Bobby's going to buy back. Hold on, they're really trying here. Armel, he shuts down the hope there as DJ was trying to wrap around. In the meantime, FBZ is going to be killed off by Jabs.
Yeah, I think the next game is going to be a lot riding on who gets the first pick, you know, and if they are the second pick on Castawake, so they have to figure out what to do.
This is the fight. This is the one that they're trying to find, but Krish is already dead. FBZ, good damage here. The Laguna used to commit for the kill onto John Well. Bob trying to fight through this one, but the blade mail. Jackie turns it into a triple kill. Tim's is going to complete the team wipe there on a DJ as the GG is dropped. Game 3 it is between Boom Esports and Castawake. They will not be denied. 2. Well done.
Yeah, they
Adam's there for Boom too.
They put them in the corner for sure, you know.
That pick side priority is going to be a big discussion point here, something for us to consider. But first, of course, the scoreboard for this game. I mean, I got to agree with you, right? Jabs with 1 death, whatever, right? I think he is my MVP here as well with the rotations made, just totally enabled.
The lifestyle one is, I can understand why they didn't want it, because the hero is not that great in the meta, but it's good for this game. But they decided Ursa would provide them with a lot more stability in the game. But it depends on the trade-off, right? If you win the important games, then maybe your teammates will be more understanding, right?
look, he's got saves. He's got a snowball save. He's, like you said, he's got the silence to cover him, and he may even have a first blood here. Jackie does kind of manage to escape here. Double blood grenade committed. Jackie trying to run for his life, but they want to give it to Bob. And there it is. His first galvanized stack of the game, a kill onto the carry.
Happily collect it, and because he's Mirana, it means the Lotus has more value to him than his team.
So true, dude.
What's the innate cost on
Selemene's faithful?
Selemene's faithful. 50% more effective on his team. It's a small little thing, but I think it's quite impactful in the lane.
That's up Tim's. Oh, very good job on that torrent. They just caught Krish on the edge of it.
Yeah, even in the late game when you have like all the big Lotuses stack up, and this innate is going to be useful.
He might have this kill on Castaway, actually. He's going to try and maneuver into the trees. Jab's just looking for that last little tie to bring her to secure it. And he picks up his first kill of the game. But this might be it now. Armel running top lane with
the Wisdom Shrine is coming. He wants to fight for it. They need to TP the Storm. Storm is TPing. It's going to be a big, huge run here.
Sonic Wave. FBZ is actually still alive. Manages to get saved by the snowball. Armel. No, actually, he was dead. But Armel, blink in 1 second. Not good enough. Oh, the shrine is going to be stolen by John Well, who cliffs himself onto the high ground. They've got vision, but they don't have a point in Electric Vortex. There's a Soul Ring, so he's got a little bit of mana reserves if he wants to try and make a move. But there's that level 6 advantage paying off. John Well, first cast of that Moonlight Shadow. Pings here, scouting out onto Krish as they hit him with the X mark into the Torrent. Torrent's gonna miss, but the arrow does connect. 2 seconds stun to follow up. FBZ able to save his life though, and in fact with an enraged, Krish still wants to keep fighting. He's used it a little bit early here, so Boom feel like they can actually go in for the kill. Abs does so successfully off that Tidebringer cleave.
Global and Solar Guardian. So this is like effectively a 4-man gank.
See if they can find him, right? Armel. Yeah, they got his Blade Mal. There's the Global. There's the Snowball. In comes the Solar Guardian. He's doing a lot of damage in return, but
he almost
4
survived.
heroes to spread it.
He actually almost survived, you know. That was very close because they didn't have punch, so there was no more stuns available.
Yeah, that Starbreaker coming in does a ton of damage.
All right, Jabs. Axe is going to get one here.
Catches DJ into the arrow. It's going to be Walrus for dinner for the side of Boom. We now have 3 heroes mid lane and may consider a tower here as Jackie makes the rotation.
Yeah, no global. They have already used both their ultimates. No global, no Solar Guardian. This tower is gone. Good move by Boom.
So is Castaway.
Moves, you know, he cannot be easily persuaded by things like this. He has to be very, very objective.
Is that something? Oh, hold on. I'm going to jump in from Bob. Again, eager for the kills. They're actually going to commit. Even the Solar Guardian, the detection is ready there for Jackie. Silence there. They need a little bit more. He's so tanky. Global just to confirm this kill, but it's going to come at the price of Bob's life as Armel blinks in, picks him off. He'll get a double now with the amplified damage rune running, and Jabs eventually gets on top of FBZ.
Yeah, he just needs to make sure that he lives through the global. Just build as tanky as you can. Get your Talon, your health Talon plus 7 strength.
Double committed wards here. Bob under vision. Oh no, he didn't get another zip away, and that's a long stun, my friend.
That is
Sonic Wave to confirm
stun.
the kill. They're accumulating items as well on Jackie this entire time, right? We haven't really seen him join too many fights here, but he's almost got a BKB as Castaway snipes up the haste rune, unfortunately. Armel's got the ability to take him down, and they just run into 2 more. Okay, I've never been more wrong about Shadowblade in my life. FBZ, Solar Guardian, interrupted into the X-Mark arrow. Bob is gonna live, but it's a triple kill for Armel.
They picked it 16-17, but they are not really able to string together enough kills, you know, for it to be worth it. Haven't really seen like a couple of good ball in with the Dawnbreaker out. Oh, hang on a minute, Storm. He's going to.
No, the arrow.
Oh no! Right, I'm afraid that is going to feel like the hole is a little bit too deep right now for Castawake. I think they probably have one more chance with the BKB on Ursa.
Oh, no.
Ursa's gonna kill all of this.
No! Ursa somehow catches that arrow. What? It caught his left paw? That is just... That is heartbreak.
They called that he was doing a rush. They found him. They landed the arrow. I think that's it. Yeah,
That is absolute heartbreak for Castawake to win game 1, to catch that arrow. All DJ can do is really laugh.
They made the read, right? They know he was doing rush because that was like I already said that they had only 2 plays left. Either they killed Tormentor or they rushed with the Ursa. And they found them there.
Oh my god, they caught Bob on the X mark, and he's just got no mana. They send this way, that way. Just no control whatsoever over this game. All Bob can do is just slow blink there. I think he's out of galvanized stacks, and I think Castawake, they might be out of hope. They might be out of these TI quals.
And you hate to hear it, right? There is always next year.
Yeah. Rich up top lane. I mean, it's just relentless trying to get through Armel, but again, the control here, it's just next level.
They didn't get the shrine, the 7-minute shrine, and they had to give their support levels.
The ward just expired, and he's run straight into the torrent. Global Silence is going to be used to cover him. Also a snowball save here. Bob zipping on into depths. He is a tanky target. Not only does he have BKB, he's got an Aegis, and Jackie finds a 3-man stun. Bob is dead just like that. FBZ can do nothing to save him. He doesn't even have buyback. The boat's incoming here. The Reality Rift pulling FBZ further out of the base as he is stunned. Castaway is TPing from the tier 3 tower back home. It's just that kind of game here, Winter.
The side lane's not doing well, especially the Dawn. I didn't expect Dawn to be so far behind from the lanes here. The Ursa was kind of okay. He was doing okay. But then when he got left because they went and covered the Dawn.
There they are. There they go. They're looking for the knockout blow, and they've taken down both supports. No global. Last opportunity here. Bob refilling the mana. The barracks going down at an alarming rate. And in they go. The initiation by Bob. He's immediately rooted, stunned, sonic waved and killed. Armel on the godlike streak. Jackie is unstoppable. Boom Esports take the series 2-1. GG's, good lucks, thank yous all around. A hard-fought series here, but boom. They will be able to get it done. Oh, and I love the happy Bob as well. That's good to see. That's good to see. They will knock you down. And shout outs to Boom. I think a very clean series. They bounce back after a pretty tough defeat in game 1 where they kind of just run out of steam. And they come out swinging in games 2 and 3 to take the series.